Welcome in episode 56, Frosty Takes Podcast, the podcast that one of us is jumping off someone's train today, but we'll get to that later. Number 56, Bill Hewitt, inducted into the Hall of Fame. Bet you guys didn't know that. 4-year Chicago Bears. Have no idea what position he played or anything like that because I didn't go that far.
I like that you found a player. I like that you found a player for the episode.
Chicago guy, 56.
Yeah,
Bill
I like that.
Hewitt.
The only 56 I could think of was Lawrence Taylor.
I mean, yeah, I could have easily thought of Lawrence Taylor.
It's got to be Chicago. It's got to be a Chicago sports guy. I'm sure amongst all the Chicago sports teams, we could find someone to fill in every number.
Anyway, Bears lose. Field sucks. Fields hurt. Tyson, to be honest, looked better. Then sucked. Niloff will go to you. 1-5. Your boy's hurt. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, tough loss. It's kind of in and out on this game. I was traveling to the airport, in the airport. Saw pretty much the whole second half, a good amount of the first, and all I saw was ugly. We couldn't handle the blitz. Didn't look like we game planned correctly for that. Fields probably also didn't see everything that he needed to see out on the field once, everybody was lined up too. So there's a little bit on both sides. But, I mean, that was a must-win game, and we lost it. And I don't know where we go from here. It's 1-5. There's not much to look forward to right now. It's a sad time to be a Bear fan.
Bruce, Bears preseason record 11-6 and a playoff berth.
Well, I know me and you both said it last week that was a must-win game. Josh just said it right now, and they didn't win. So now, and not only did they not win, they lost Justin Fields, dislocated thumb, no real timetable. They say he might play Sunday. He might.
He's not going to play.
He might not play again this season. So, if you guys would let me finish the fucking thought, there's been just a range of reports.
Well, with the amount of cannabis you consume, never be sure.
Nothing to do with anything. But okay, back to what I was saying. Justin Fields is gone. Put him on IR, so he has to be out 4 games. This Tyson Bagent kid is not good. You saw that. Whatever. I don't care. I don't have to say his name correctly because he's probably not going to be on the team next year.
I don't know about that.
Trace McSorley has come in to be his backup. That's terrifying. This team is going in absolutely the wrong direction, which makes it the absolute right direction in this fucked up season. All expectations are out the window. Anything said in the hype train that started before week 1 is no longer valid. This team is a dumpster fire. Let's go back to tanking. Let's earn the number 1 pick again, whether it's ours or Carolina's. Let's be right there, 1 and 2. And then, I don't know. We got to clean house. We got to clean house. Everybody's got to go. Nick sent the thing in the chat earlier about continuity being a problem in the last 20 years of the Bears running this team. A GM and a fucking head coach have never been together other than who was the combination? Was it Nagy and Beatoff?
Nagy and Pace drafted Justin Fields, and then we're out a year later.
Right. So there we go. Let's get rid of everybody. Let's get a new GM in. Let's get a new head coach. Let's let them take Caleb Williams number 1 overall and try to fucking protect his ass. Because we've seen what happens if you don't protect a quarterback. Doesn't matter who it is. We saw it with Caleb Williams against Notre Dame on Saturday. We saw it Sunday with the fucking Bears. It doesn't matter who it is. If you don't protect a high-caliber quarterback, he's not going to be a high-caliber quarterback. Now I'm
Yep.
done.
Yep. So just a lot of the same points as Bruce, but I was hoping the season could still be alive if he plays this week, in my opinion, because this is the easiest stretch of the schedule, honestly.
Yeah,
But
and it
if he
started
doesn't
with
play-
that really shitty Vikings team.
It
Carry
started
on.
with the really shitty Broncos team.
So yeah, I want them to die, fold over and fucking die, but my 12 and fucking whatever prediction is not happening. It's over.
Oh, it's not.
It's over.
It ain't happening. We ain't beating the Lions twice. Even if they went on some crazy run, we ain't beating the Lions twice. It's over. Fuck, my 9-8 is over at this point.
Yeah.
I'm with Blake. Like they're fucked. They're fucked. I'm gonna watch every game still, but I mean, they find a new way every single week to pull me in. Right? Against Denver, they pull me in. We're up 28-7. They fucking kill me. They stab me with a knife. Right? Then we come back and we actually win a game. Then we win a game, right? Which they pull me all the way back in again. Oh my God. And all of us. Last week we were talking about, hey, we may not be done here. Fields has looked good 2 weeks in a row. We may be able to put something together here. It's got to start now. This is a must-win game. No more. No more. I'm done. I ain't fucking cheering for this team. I'll watch. I'm not getting excited. I'm going to sit there fucking emotionless. Every Thursday, Sunday, Monday that this team is playing football, I'm going to sit there with no fucking emotion. We score a touchdown. We're up 54-0 against the Panthers on Thursday night in a couple weeks. You ain't getting nothing out of me. Because I don't give a fuck.
That's a guy who's gonna bet Bears money line at least a half a dozen more times this season.
Live bet no every second.
I'll definitely bet them against the Panthers.
Down,
But that's
down
just because
3
it's a
at a
win-win-
half.
it's a
Should we
win-win
live bet the
scenario.
Bears?
No, this is what needs to happen, and I'm glad it's happening. Leave no doubt. We have already talked about Flus being a moron, the staff being terrible. There's just I don't understand how you can be in an interview with this guy and you're like, yes, this is the guy for my football team. There's no edge. There's no there. To be honest, in this city, there hasn't been a coach with an edge since Quinville, Thibodeau, and Guillen. Give me that shit. I guess you can say Joe Madden. At least he was weird, but at least he did some different shit. He was cool, weird. Give me something. Give me even Nagy had a little bit of edge. There's just no edge to this guy. He's vanilla in press conferences. Call your players out. Do something. It's a joke. The staff is a complete joke. I understand that. The game plans are bad. And like I said, I don't want to hate on Fields. I don't want to keep doing it. He's not who we need him to be. Regardless of game plans, regardless of whatever you want. The Vikings blitz 71% of the time. You have 2 plays at the line of scrimmage each time. And I know for a fact he doesn't know how to read a defense because right before half, you get a fumble, it's tied. You're thinking, I'm listening to the radio as I'm coming home to watch the rest of the game. They're like, oh, we're going to get a touchdown here. We could go up 7.5, blah, blah. Fields has blitz coming from the left. You should know right away Robert Tonyan's going to be open on the out to the right for a first down. Instead, makes the wrong read, looks left, tries to throw it late, gets hit, the ball's picked off. Then your defense lets the Vikings go all the way down, which I can't hate on the defense in this game. They give up 12 points. 12 points in the NFL you give up, you should win the fucking football game. Going back to that, then Tyson had they called the same exact play. He looks left, the blitz is coming, fires right. At least 10 minutes before Fields would have fucking done that. Completes the pass for the first down in the red zone. They later score with him sneaking into the end zone. That's quarterbacking 101. You don't need to be the most athletic guy or the guy with the best arm. You just need to know where the ball is going to go. That's the problem with the NFL. These guys aren't getting enough reps, and they're taking these athletic monsters that just don't know where to go with the ball. But Brady literally is a terrible athlete. A terrible athlete, and he's the greatest of all time because he knew where to go with the football. He understood everything that was going on. I'm done with it. I don't need Lamar Jackson at quarterback. And guess what? Calling Fields Lamar Jackson is fucking stretch. That ain't Mike Vick. That's not Lamar Jackson. Would he look better on the 49ers or the Rams or maybe even on the Packers with LaFleur? I don't know. Probably. But the guy just isn't good enough. The injury. Oh, the offensive line can't block anyone. He held the ball for 7 seconds. He's lucky something worse didn't happen to him. It's fucking people bitch about Jay Cutler all the time. When a play wasn't there, he'd fucking throw the ball into the ground. Everyone's like, why did you throw the ball on the ground? Because it's not there. You know who else does that all the time? Aaron Rodgers. Instead of getting his shit rocked, throws the ball on the ground. Just throw the ball on the ground, dude. You're not good enough, at least right now, with teams spying you on each side to be able to beat that. And then you take the running away from him, and he can't pass. That's what teams are doing this year. Newsflash, everyone's adjusted. That's why he doesn't run. It's not because the run plays aren't being called. They weren't called last year either. He ran because it was there. Just, it's over. He's done. I don't need to see him play another game for the Chicago Bears. Quite frankly, it'll be malpractice if he plays another game for the Chicago Bears. And if Ryan Poles truly cares, I don't care how.
You can't even spell malpractice.
How bad his injury is or isn't, put him on IR. Team wants to trade for him, send him off now. Lose games. Lose. It does your franchise no good to win another game this year. Not even against the Panthers. Maybe win that game. Either way, it's a joke. The only hope, I've been saying it for weeks, is Kevin Warren. It's a joke of a franchise. George McCaskey is a fucking loser. And you would think a guy who grew up with his grandpa being George Halas and being around football. I don't know what the fuck that guy was doing when he was growing up. Clearly he wasn't around the Chicago Bears because he doesn't know shit about fuck when it comes. I think Virginia McCaskey. Are we good, Dylan? I think Virginia McCaskey could probably fucking put together a better team. Hire people. Don't hire Bill fucking Polian, who's a dead guy. That's like hiring Tony La Russa for your team. Don't need that. Don't hire an advisor. You have Kevin Warren, who helped put in Rick Spielman and Mike Zimmer, who were very successful in a decade in Minnesota. He has football connection. He knows a ton of people in the Big Ten. It's a fucking joke of a franchise we root for. Fields, not the guy. If he was the guy, we'd know it by now. It's year fucking 3.5 as far as I'm concerned. You can blame Nagy, blame the coaching, blame whatever you want. Get him the fuck out of here. Done with him. Want to fucking hold on to the ball for 7 seconds and play running back? Go play for another fucking team. Go play on the Falcons with Bijan. And then in 2 years, you'll be Marcus Mariota 2.0. And then you'll be a backup somewhere else, just like Mitch the bitch. Now, Josh, are you out on Fields or what?
I'm going to support him through the rest of the year. I'm not going to say I'm completely out on him, but I already said it once and I'll say it again. And I think I will even extend it even further. I think if we have a top 5 pick even and Drake May's on the board, I think we go.
If we have a top 10
QB and we move
Fields is gone. I'll take any other QB in that class besides this guy. When you can't read a blitz, Brittany can read a blitz on Madden. You can't? And you can.
Talking about reading a blitz on
1
Madden,
plus
talking
1
about
does not equal
reading
2 there, bud.
71% of the time you're being blitzed and you're holding on to the ball. I get it. The game plan. But, dude, I saw the same thing week 1, sitting in the end zone. He's just missing open guys. He's just missing guys.
Based on a previous comment made by you, you're saying that essentially Fields sucks and he'll never be an NFL quarterback. That's what you just said he can go to Atlanta, he could turn into Mariota 2.0, yada yada
right.
yada. Yada. I don't think that's the case.
I'll promise
He's not.
You that.
I bet you if he gets traded after the season and he goes somewhere else and they fucking properly coach this guy and have schemes that make sense and he doesn't fucking have to go out there and die every game and worry about fucking the entire organization.
If he got the ball out of his fucking hands, he wouldn't get hit. If he knew where to go with the football and was decisive, he wouldn't.
I just don't think he'll succeed here. I think he'll succeed somewhere else still.
Okay.
Nobody's going to succeed here when the offensive line is getting steamrolled every play. When your center, 2 different centers in the same game can't get the fucking snap correct. Even I had that shit figured out as like a sophomore in high school. I stopped rolling snaps. So what the fuck is going on there?
Cody
That's
Whitehair
the
is
big problem.
a terrible.
Our
player.
interior offensive
2 weeks in a
line
row that
is
high snaps were an issue.
absolute dog shit. Me, Blake, and Dylan could go out there and do the exact same job they're paying our offensive line to do. It's horrendous. We have one, I
I'd
would
pay to
say
see Bruce
one
get steamrolled.
reasonable, usable starter on that offensive line.
Yeah, not even
And
close.
it's the rookie that I'm not entirely sold on either.
Oh no, he's been phenomenal. You're completely wrong on that.
He's been
You're
good.
completely wrong on that, dude. I mean, if you were a rookie going up against fucking Chris Jones with no help
That's-
in the third game, he's looked
That's
great.
why I didn't say I'm out on him either. He's got no help at all.
No.
Usually you'd like to give a rookie some sort of veteran help, but all the veterans on our line suck.
Yeah, so it's a mess. And October 17th, 2023, out on Justin Fields, done with the Chicago Bears as far as I'm concerned. Don't want anything associated with him and the Chicago Bears. I will not associate myself with that guy. And you can make all the excuses in the world for him if you want, but this is your job.
You guys want to hear
You can't.
a gut wrenching stat that I heard on the radio this morning?
Yeah.
If we don't beat the Detroit Lions in that game at home, we'll have gone 2 years without winning a home game.
What the fuck?
It'd
That's
be
embarrassing.
against the Arizona Cardinals, November 21.
Well, that's not true because they won last year's home opener. Oh, you're thinking about it full calendar?
Yeah, calendar. No,
Yeah, so I don't know where you're getting your information from
I
because I
don't.
was
Yeah,
at the last
I
home.
got it from the
And actually,
670 the score.
the last home
So
win
that
was
they're
against
pumping
the
bad
Texans, and
shit.
You were there.
As I was saying that, I remembered that. So the 670
I was
the
gonna
score.
say
is
we won
bumping
the
up.
home opener.
Oh, yeah. Divisional game. It'll be
Divisional
divisional. They haven't won a divisional game in 2 years. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that makes more sense.
Being in the North, though.
It's embarrassing.
Got my
and I
last. Yeah, we were gonna take the North and never give it back. Remember when Ryan Poles said that?
I don't
shit?
hate him for saying that. He also said after that it was going to take years, and it is. I'm fine leaving him in place. He's inherited a mess, inherited a quarterback, inherited
Clean the whole building.
I don't hate that either, but yeah,
I'm okay with it either way.
I will say this now: Fields will never win a Super Bowl in the NFL. Let's just get that out there now. He will not. Doubt he'll ever make one, but he will never. Win
I
a Super
mean,
Bowl in the NFL.
that's a ridiculous bar. You know how many quarterbacks have never won a Super Bowl
Just
in
saying.
the NFL?
That's what I'm
Dan
saying.
Marino never won a Super
It's
Bowl.
dum-dums like
Arguably
Josh,
won
where yeah, let's just be okay. No, fuck that. The whole point of this is to win. I don't care about making the playoffs or whatever. If you don't have a shot to win the Super Bowl, then fucking burn it down. There's no point in doing that. I have no desire.
So you're saying every year you don't win the Super Bowl, you should just go to full rebuild?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you.
Well, that's
have
what you
quarterback-
said. If you're
That's
not
what
winning
you
the
just
Super
said.
Bowl, you need to blow it up. That's
That's what you
exactly
just
what
said.
you just said.
Okay. If you do not have a consistent shot at winning the Super Bowl, you need to make changes in the offseason. Not completely rebuild. I'm not a rebuilder. I'm a retooler. Retool, move players around.
Okay.
Hey, you're a fucking tool, all right.
Okay, Nick Saban.
Just doing this shit around the same
We
old
don't rebuild, we reload. Roll Tide.
reload. That's what the Cubs fucking did. I'd rather do that. If I was a general manager,
I
there
almost
would be
made
no-
a very bad joke.
the word rebuild wouldn't be allowed because we are trying to make the playoffs and win a championship every year, like good organizations do. And the Bears are not a good organization. What do we think about this week against the Raiders? I know Jeff and Ryan will be there. It's the battle of the backups. I think it's going to be Hoyer versus Tyson. I think Max Crosby is going to be a major issue. They'll move him around, and I'm sure that'll create some turnovers on our side. And we'll get to my bets later. But as you can guess, I have the Raiders in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough game to watch, if we're just being completely honest. But I don't know, man.
Keep to it.
I don't even know what to
Used to
say about this team anymore.
Used to
Look, it's going to be two rookie quarterbacks starting with 4 weeks of preparation.
It'll be better, I think.
This is a stay away game for me, honestly. I'm not fucking touching this game, if you want my honest opinion. Because there's so many different things that could happen when you got 2 rookie quarterbacks and 2 shit teams going at it.
Well,
Technically,
one team has
technically,
Devontae
the
Adams
Raiders.
and Max Crosby, and one doesn't.
Yeah, technically, the Raiders should win. The Raiders definitely should win. So
They
I'm
will.
anticipating a loss.
The Bears shouldn't want to win this game.
Do we sprinkle the Bears money line?
No.
How many?
It's a joke.
points
It was a
that?
joke. It was a joke.
No, Josh hit this on the head. It's the biggest stay away game. I didn't even put it. I wanted to put it in my top 5 picks, but don't.
Weren't you 1-4 last week?
Nick wins when Nick wins
Oh,
one fucking week.
I
He
thought.
goes 3-2, and he's
What
gonna start
position are
talking
you in,
shit.
brother?
That's what I thought you said.
How many 1-4 weeks have you had?
None.
Oh.
I have not had a 1-4 week.
He hasn't. He's had a lot of 2 and 3 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
This was my first not positive week.
Okay, well, be better,
Same.
and we'll get
Same,
to
my
that
first
later.
not positive week.
Be better. Jalen Johnson is seeking interest from the Eagles, Cowboys, and 49ers.
Trade him.
Trade him.
Trade him.
Mooney. Trade Eddie.
Jalen Johnson's actually a good player, so he might actually be worth something.
Good player, not worth CP1 money that he wants.
No, but somebody else might think he is. So trade him.
for sure. Yeah, trade him. Who else should we trade?
Eddie Jackson.
Oh yeah, trade him.
He can't tackle.
Can't
He,
stay healthy.
if you can get him into a system where
now
he
we're
can
just
go
gonna
back to
now
being
we're
a
just gonna
ball
start fucking trading everybody.
That's what they're gonna
We
do.
were retooling.
Yeah, I thought we were retooling. You don't trade
That
Jalen
is,
Johnson
get
if you're gonna
picks.
retool.
I don't retool this draft.
No, that's fucking stupid.
This isn't.
I said blow it up. I want that clear.
This
I
isn't
want
I'm not coming
Blow
at you
up.
though. I'm coming at fucking Tool Boy.
Yeah,
Jalen
I don't
me.
rebuild,
Look
I
at me.
retool.
Jalen
And
Johnson.
you're gonna trade fucking.
Nick the Tool
How old
Man,
is
Petro.
Jalen Johnson? 24,
Jalen
25.
Johnson. Gone.
Can you edit
Ooh.
Nick's face into a flip flop?
Yes.
Gone. Eddie Jackson. Gone. All those.
Eddie
three
Jackson. If you're retooling, I can understand why he was
guys,
gone.
kiss them goodbye. Wave them goodbye, Josh. They're leaving. Newsflash. they're
Cody
going bye-bye.
Whitehair send Cody Whitehair packing after
They're
this
going
season. You can't
bye-bye.
trade that guy.
Wave goodbye. They're gone. Guys you thought would be a part of a winning Bears team who actually suck cock and can't stay on the field are gone. Goodbye. They will be traded. No.
All right. So what are you doing this offseason?
Signing some new guys.
Like
Drafting
Who?
some guys. Drafting some starters. Give me some. Yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't done that. I'm not the general manager.
I
Those
was
guys-
looking at the offensive line market when we were talking about this yesterday. It's rough. I just in terms of free agents, it's not. It's a lot of old guys.
Yeah, and I'm still taking Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison 1 and 2. That's happening. So if they get, again, what I just did to Niloff, you can have this little argument you want. You can jerk off the offensive lineman. If they have the 1 and 2 picks, it will be Caleb and Marvin Harrison.
You're flip flopping
And the
because you were
off-
coming at me yesterday for the same exact statement.
No, you're just stupid.
And I will tell you the same thing I told Josh
Hold on.
yesterday.
Shut the fuck up, Bruce.
If you do
Now it's
Caleb
on.
Williams and MH2 and don't do anything to fix the line, the offense will not change because Caleb Williams will just run for his scrawny ass.
You're gonna have to
fucking
get
life.
creative. You're gonna have to
all
make a
year
trade.
long.
You're
That's
gonna
what
have
we've
to-
been saying about Justin Fields, and look how it fucking went. So if you don't protect the motherfucker, it's not gonna work.
Bruce, shut the fuck up. You're wrong. You take the 2
You
generations.
know I'm right. That's why
I-
all you can say
Josh,
is Bruce,
I
shut the
agree
fuck
with
up.
him because it will be the same thing if the offensive line isn't addressed. I believe there are other ways to address
You
it.
draft a center in the second round. You have 2
Yeah.
second-round picks in this upcoming draft.
don't
That's
need
a
a
must
first
because you can get a decent, good center. You've seen it with John Michael Schmitz out of Minnesota. He got taken in the second round. He's doing just fine for the New York
need
Giants.
more than just
All
a center,
right.
though.
Hey, don't cut me off. All right, thank you. What else do we really? Nate Davis.
Nate
How's
Davis
Not
is
good. He's not
not
good.
going anywhere. Not going.
He's not going
Big
anywhere.
contract.
Right?
Just say
You don't need a right tackle. Yeah, I don't think you need a left guard. Tevin Jenkins needs to prove that he can fucking stay healthy, but when he's in there, he
Gotta
is
hope he
not
stays.
bad. You draft a center, okay? Nate Davis, you're kind of stuck with him, but he isn't the absolute worst. Our biggest issue really is center with the way the snaps have gone and the protection
Correct.
is going up from
and
that
you know
position.
the quarterback's blind side, the left tackle.
Braxton Jones is hurt. Larry Borum's out there. I mean,
Braxton Jones is not good
Larry,
either.
Braxton Jones' career might be over.
Correct.
well, then you go pay it.
he
Then you
needs
go
to-
fucking. You
good.
get creative and you pay a fucking older
Need to
guy
send
for a year or
Benedict
two
on
for a
the
left
left
tackle, and then
tackle.
draft one
With
next year,
Bruce.
dude.
Josh,
You don't
Josh
pass
wants
on
to bring
two
in
gener-
36-year-old Taron Armstead.
I'm not asking to go get a guy and sign him to
On a
5
cheap
years,
deal.
but I'll take a fucking rental, a 1 or 2 year rental, and then
I
you
don't
draft the
think that-
fucking left tackle in the following draft
Yeah, you can't, Bruce. This is
instead
why
of passing up on 2 generational talents. If I'm
Bruce,
telling you
this
that
is-
these two turn into
this
is
Peyton
why
Manning
you're
and Marvin
not
Harrison
my
Jr.,
builder.
and you're not going to
This
take
is, you are overvaluing the fuck
Oh.
out of this kid because of his last name.
No,
promise
he's
you.
actually
Look at the fucking games, dude. Have you
There-
watched an Ohio
There's
State Buckeye
awesome
game?
receivers all over the place.
No, you take
They're
Marvin.
everywhere.
If Marvin Harrison is
They're
there, you take
fucking
him.
everywhere.
Dude, they're calling him like the next guy. Like, you take him. You take him. I've seen enough Ohio State games. Watch this weekend. Let's see what this is a
The-
great test.
The
actually.
next guy,
Scouts-
but we still got
scouts
Tyreek
are-
Hill and Justin Jefferson and Keenan Allen and blah and blah.
Would want
And
those
there's
guys.
Yeah,
so
and when this
fucking many of them.
when this guy's the number 1 receiver in the league, all fucking 4 of those guys you just named are fucking out of the league. So shut the fuck up.
It doesn't matter what you think, Bruce, here, because they will take Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison is even more of a sure thing than Caleb Williams. Let's move on to that topic. Got absolutely boat raced in Notre Dame Stadium. Does that worry you guys at all? Does that deter you? I think Dylan and I were the ones talking about, like, there's I don't know what it is, and I can't put my finger on it yet, but there's something goofy about the guy I don't like, and I question a little bit. I don't know if it's the fingernail
Dylan
thing.
made one of the best points that I've heard in a very long time with what he said about Caleb Williams the other day. It's not that the talent and the football ability isn't there. There's a big question mark as to the willingness to want to, the competitiveness to want to be the best and succeed, which is something you need to have at the quarterback position. I thought that's one of the best takes I've ever heard in the past couple years, including dumbass analysts on ESPN. So shout out to Dylan for that take, because I completely agree with it. But that's where, Nick, you kind of alluded to it. That's where when you're interviewing this guy, this ain't take him out to dinner and fucking joke around with them and try and schmooze this guy to want to be a Bear. Fuck out of here, bro. See if this guy wants to play and win football games. Or if he wants to fucking just be a percentage owner when he gets drafted and this and you fucking all over the place.
And
Because the
us-
talent's there, man. The
And
talent's
Mr.
fucking
Williams,
there.
shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear you talk, Mr. Williams. Shut the fuck up. Don't want to fucking hear his dad chirping about what team he wants to go to and shit. Shut the fuck up, dude. No one gives a fuck about you. You're a nobody. And
He kind of gives me Kyler Murray vibes.
no, that's completely wrong.
Mhm.
I mean, that throw.
I mean, it's
I see
different
where you're
things
coming
that
with
are
the take,
getting in
though.
the way, but it feels Kyler Murray-ish, where he's playing football to accomplish something else. Like this is not
I
his
thought you were gonna say
passion.
because smaller, but
This is his job. This is just an ends to a means to an end.
yeah, I thought that throw that he had, that touchdown, was fucking insane. Still, like, the talent is so there. Obviously, shaky offensive line, bad game plan. Who knows what happened? He had a bad game. People have bad games. Blake, what do you think about Caleb Williams? Do you think he's a sure thing? Does that make you nervous what happened, or are you still taking him one?
I'm taking him one.
Yeah, I think I am too still.
Taking him one, trading the other pick away, hoping to double down on other things. But what do you do with Fields then?
Gotta trade him.
Gotta. I mean,
Yeah, you're gonna trade Fields. He has 1 year left on his rookie deal. So you pick up the option and trade him.
So maybe the Kyler Murray vibes wasn't right. It's more of like Rick Vaughn at the beginning of Major League 2.
Yeah, it's
where
just
he's
like
the
he's going.
corporate sellout. Like,
Yeah.
the talent's there, but it doesn't
That's a
want to
great
be there
comparison.
kind of deal.
Yeah, that's a great compare. He's just not being like, you see it on the quarterback show and you see it in games. Mahomes is fucking screaming. He's competitive. He wants to fuck you up. Like, does Caleb have that? Or is he just like, yeah, hey guys, I'm here. Like, I'm going to do my job. Like, cool. That's not what you want. You want to fucking kill him.
Well, no,
That's
it's even worse because he threw a little temper tantrum on the sideline on Saturday, and he was yelling at his receivers and shit. And that's not what I want to see either.
I don't care about that. The great quarterbacks do that. I've seen Brady do it. I've seen people do it.
You can do that if you're Brady or Rodgers and you're 10 years into an illustrious NFL career. You can't do that as a 21-year-old kid.
You can do whatever you want.
You don't earn. No, you haven't earned the right to do that.
I mean, he won a Heisman. I think he's earned the right to do whatever he wants to
Murray
do.
won a Heisman too.
Yeah, but
Tim Tebow won 2 Heismans.
He has the right to do that anytime on my sideline.
You think Tim Tebow's a good quarterback?
He's a winner.
Really? What did he win in the NFL? One lucky playoff game? R.I.P.
More than
Demaryius
Justin
Thomas?
Fields. More than Justin Fields. Am I wrong?
They said, thanks, Tim. We're going to go sign Peyton Manning now.
The numbers don't lie, booby.
Peyton Manning post-neck
Just
surgery.
call him Booby. Booby Miles.
Y'all want to win, put Booby in.
Yeah, we're all
Good
fucked
movie
for Bears
spin.
fans. It's not going to get any better. Let's move on to something a little less depressing. Chicago Blackhawks, Connor Bedard made his debut while we were recording last week. And I saw a Chicklets clip today. I mean, everyone's impressed by this kid. I am. I didn't think he'd be able to create on his own and kind of withstand the physicality of the league, but like at least to start. But, man, he looks good, looks like a veteran. I have nothing but good things to say about Connor Bedard. And they're 2-1. They beat 2 really good teams. I mean, maybe not.
2-2.
Oh, yeah, they are 2-2. Beating Pittsburgh and Toronto on the road, though, is awesome. Niloff, we'll go to you. What have you seen out of Connor Bedard?
A shot creator and goal scoring opportunities, and they haven't come necessarily easy. He's brought a couple of things on his own. You saw the 1 point, I think it was game 3, maybe game 2. No, I think it's game 3, where he kind of just saucer passed one down low, and then Corey Perry fucking tapped over his foot. That's the shit that I think is special. It seems so easy and so, it seems so nonchalant, but nobody else is doing shit like that. Nobody else is making goals happen like that and creating chances. But I think he's done a phenomenal job. 2 things that I'd like to see improve over the first half of the season, and really over the whole entire season, is finding a way to make sure that all those shots, or the large majority of them, are getting on net very early on in the first couple games. You saw that he would miss the net a lot. You can't do that in the NHL. They'll bring it right back down at you, and that's how you kind of get caught in some 2-on-1s, 3-on-2 chances when you miss the net real bad. And the face-off circle for him has been an issue, but that is something that happens to a lot of centers when they're young in their career, and it's something that comes with time. So I would love for them to just leave him as a center all year, let him develop that, because the only way to get better at it is to fucking be in there doing it.
Do you think he could be a forward?
I think if worst case scenario, if he doesn't develop that skill of winning faceoffs, which I think, just based off of the human nature of what goes on in that guy's head and how addicted he is to hockey and how much he loves it, I think it will come. But say it doesn't, you move him to left wing. It's a simple change. You move him to left wing because he's going to do the same fucking shit and creating chances. That's what he's out there to do. So Korchinski has looked great. Go ahead, Bruce. Yeah,
I got a question. So it was just an idea, because Nick hit it. I was thinking the same thing. Could he be a winger? What if we just played him at the wing for like this year and next year? Because like you said, knowing him, he's gonna work on that face. I'm just thinking until he gets a little bit bigger.
The only reason I disagree with that,
real NHL size.
The only reason I'm disagreeing with that is because right now, this season, you're not winning a Stanley Cup, right? So it doesn't fucking matter. we're losing some of the games we've lost. A big part of it has been the fact that we're so lackadaisical in winning faceoffs. But it doesn't fucking matter. The only way to get better is to be in game taking those faceoffs. And I'd rather him be in there all year and fucking have a 25% win rate than take him out and put him on the wing early and not have those early reps, because I think he will figure it out. And the only way to do that is to be in game at the center position taking those faceoffs. It doesn't matter in fucking practice. Win them in an actual game against other people. That's the only reason I disagree with
You're wasting. Bruce,
I don't disagree.
You're wasting his chance. Like, we're not supposed to be good this year. Next year, you're going to waste that time, and then you're going to try to throw him back to center, which is a tougher thing or tougher position to play when it's time to win. No, I'm not saying you're completely off, and I wouldn't hate if like he's struggling so bad, and you're like, here's a game or two at Ford just so he gets a feel for it. But I would just let, even if he's bad at taking faceoffs, like, people forget Crosby was terrible, Taves was terrible when they started taking faceoffs. Like, Crosby was bad.
Two that ended up having seasons where they were number one in faceoff percentage.
Yeah. So I think he'll get there, and if not, then you move him over to forward, and then you, like we were talking about, the picks in 25 and 6, you're probably using to acquire NHL ready players that you're going to put around this kid to help you win now. So that's what those are for. I just think, I don't know, but I do know that this system and Richardson is the right coach. It's very rare that this early in a rebuild that you get the right guy from the start, and the system's good. It's hard to play against. They move the puck. The power play's good, even though it was like 0-15.
Power play is very bad.
No, the stats say it's bad, but if you actually watch the games like you claim to, you would know they actually put up a lot of shots on the power play, and our top 5 team.
They put up a lot of shots, but are they shots on goal? Because the first 2-3 games, they weren't shots on goal, and they were fucking useless. And they're leaving the Bedard line out there for a minute and a half the first 3 games, which they adjust. No, that's not how you are successful at the power play.
I love that. Let Bedard, keep Bedard out there the whole fucking time.
I get why you think that, but that's not the correct thing to do, and that's why they changed it last night, where they were splitting it up more, because you don't fucking do that. You never, even if you have the best offense, the only unit right now that should be doing that is maybe Edmonton. And that's because you got Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, who are in their fucking prime already, doing that shit. But I don't agree with them doing that. It looked better last night when they weren't doing that, personally. Kevin Korchinski, also a dog. Guy looks great. I don't think he's going to be a 9-game rental. I don't think he's going to be a 9. I think he might be on the team all year this year.
Should be.
Someone
Vlasic,
dude, that tape-to-tape pass, bro. My God. He has looked really good. Wyatt Kaiser, 44, rookie defenseman. I've been pretty impressed with him, dude. He's scrappy. He gets in there. Like him a lot, too. The young guy that I'm a little worried about, and it's still early, this can still change, but through 4 games, just based off of the eye test, I need to see more out of Lucas Reichel.
Agreed.
He's making bad decisions, passing the puck when he should be shooting it when he should be passing it, struggling to get a point. I mean, he's got the speed, though. You see the speed's there, but he's got to figure out a way to start getting some points. I'm not asking him to be a fucking 80-point guy this year by any means, but he's got to get going. I'll be keeping a close eye on that. Surprise of the year so far through 4 games is the goaltending. Really, both of these guys have been phenomenal through 4 games, and I gotta say, I'm starting through 4 games. I don't know if this team will be a bottom 3 team for lottery odds.
I mean, we said they went through this little hot streak at the beginning of last year, but if they can make it out of this,
they're scrappy, dude. They play hard under Richardson.
Gauntlet of a start at 500, I'll be very impressed. I mean, I'm impressed regardless.
That's exactly what I was about to say too. Yeah. If they are 500 through the first 10 games, that's impressive. You got Colorado Thursday night, then you got Vegas. Then I forget who you have after that.
If Corey Perry stays on this team all year, he might score 20 goals.
Corey Perry Josh said he was looking old. He kind of looks good.
He looks really good.
He looks really good.
He looks really
good. He looks old, but where he looks good, where you guys are saying he looks good, is where he's supposed to still be good at. And that's in front of the net.
Yeah.
right? And decision making.
That's all we want.
He's not going to be this. I don't think you could put him on the top 2 lines.
No, I'm not saying that, but I think he could score 15.
I like him on the power play. Yeah, 15. I definitely think he'll score at least 15. But he does look old, man. I don't know how many years he's got left. If we're just being honest.
I don't know. Nathan's coach at Sandberg is actually boys with him. They played together somewhere for some team, but he said like he could probably play until he's 45. Like he's that meticulous about like how he takes care of himself and like what he eats and shit. So I don't know. I'm cool with him.
On the fourth line, I like him on the fourth line, dude. And I like him on the power play, dude. He's great in front of the net.
Yeah, and
he's got good instincts. That kick pass was fucking sweet.
Yeah, that shit was play of the year for them. But yeah, the Hawks are a lot of fun. Anyone else want to add anything?
I'm looking at the schedule right now. When does the rough stretch end?
Like a month from now.
I'm looking at it. It's Colorado, Vegas, Boston, Vegas, Arizona, Florida, New Jersey, Tampa, Florida, Tampa, Nashville, Buffalo, Columbus, Toronto, St. Louis, Seattle. Like, when does it end? It's just a fucking
right where you said
when you hit the Sabres,
Seattle,
Buffalo,
Sabres.
Yeah, Nashville. So November 18th.
Mm-hmm. Like a month from now
is when the schedule eases up.
Which one of those games late November around Thanksgiving I'm going to be attending. Maybe even 2.
They don't play.
But yeah, they play the day after Thanksgiving. That Sunday after Thanksgiving.
The day before and the day after, and then Sunday.
And the Sunday before. The day before Thanksgiving, I think they're on the road though.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're at Columbus on the 22nd.
But that's what I'm saying, man. If they're 500 come mid-November, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs even by any means, but I don't think they're going to be a bottom 3 team. I really don't.
We'll see.
Now that's dependent on the goalie production, because the goalie production from both guys has been very good so far. Mrazek was good too.
Peter Mrazek is the greatest NHL goalie.
If Mrazek literally just stays healthy, we can flip him for something at the deadline too, which is awesome.
She scored fucking 8 goals in that game.
Mrazek shut down the Lightning earlier.
It's fucking bullshit.
Anything else on the Blackhawks? They're going to be a lot of fun. I'll be there.
No, man. Watching as many games as possible this year. I'll be watching. It's going to be a late night Thursday because they start at 9:30 against Colorado, but I'll be watching that game.
Yeah, and I would take Bedard's shots on goals over every night. It's free.
Until they move it to 4.5 or 5. Yeah. If it's at 3.5, you hammer it.
Hammer it. Like literally,
it's going to be at like minus 140, minus 160. Throw some more money on it. You're going to win way more than you're going to lose on that.
There's a little free bet for Thursday night too. Bedard over shots, McKinnon over shots. There's a winner right there. Okay. I don't care what McKinnon's is at. I mean, Matthews put up fucking 9 last night.
That's who I paired on.
Yeah, that's what you did. Bankroll booster. And I was just going to give credit to you. That's Dylan's bankroll booster. Anyone the fucking Hawks are playing, take their top forward, shots over on that, and then take Bedard's over shots on that, and you got a fucking winner. I promise you. Speaking of betting, NFL, well, we weren't really speaking of NFL, but winning money, losing money. We had a rough week collectively in this group of gentlemen we all gamble with, and
Facts.
I'd like to first start with myself, who went 3-2, but that's not where the issue was. I was up in the DraftKings account, but DFS, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a life lesson. I probably lost $700 on DFS alone on Sunday, and it wasn't good. I'm retiring from DFS, and it was, to be honest, quite frankly embarrassing. It's because I'm letting the negativity and the rats on the show. You got Bruce making too many bets, Niloff making too many bets, or in Florida jerking off. Blake,
I'm still in profit though. I don't know what you're talking about.
To be honest, the only one I should be listening to or taking advice from is Dylan. Just stop betting so much, so many games. Stop betting, trying to bet every game. And this is a pep talk to myself. Stop having to have 12 DFS lineups. Stop trying to do all that stuff. Stop trying to do 100 underdog drafts a weekend. It doesn't work. I had Fields in almost every fucking lineup because it was the smash spot. And you smashed me. I lost so much money. I made DFS. I'm retired.
That's why it's not on Fields, because you got fucking.
No. That's not why. I'm retired from DFS, and if I do play DFS, it will be one lineup. One lineup, that's all you need, and just enter a bunch of tournaments. And then the same thing with betting. That's why we moved it to your 5 best bets. Underdog had way too many slips. I was a half a yard away from cashing another $1,000 on Underdog twice. Didn't cash any last night. Same thing. One slip per slate from now on. That's it. That's all you're getting. We're gonna minimize it. I'm controlling, but see, this is what separates me from these guys. This is why I was the lead dog this week, because I can look myself in the mirror after a winning betting week and say, you know what, Nick, it's not good enough. We have higher expectations at my organization, who just brought in a fantasy baseball championship last month. We're looking to add more championships in fantasy football and betting. And this betting
17, 12, and 1.
17, 12, and 1. Bruce, how many games have you lost?
I'm
10?
20 and 10.
That's right, big boy. You hairy little fucking Loch Ness monster. Daddy's 2
Three
games
more,
behind
three
you.
more wins than you, bud. I don't know how that
The
math.
race is tight. The race is tight, and overall
Race is
on the
gonna
year
get
we're
tighter.
still doing good.
But
So,
again,
hands
the
up
reason
to
why you
all the
want to
fellas
listen
for
to
the
my
prep.
bets is because I have looked myself in the mirror and made adjustments. These guys keep doing the same stupid things. And Dylan's laughing because
I had
it's true.
1 week
this
under
guy- get this
500.
guy
We're
off
doing
the
the same
show.
stupid
Look
things.
yourselves in the mirror and give something to the people this week, because you
I-
guys collectively fucked a lot of people, including yourselves.
I have a better record.
I forgot to
than you.
repost. I forgot to repost mine, so I did the people a favor with that one.
Be better. Blake, you ever fucking tell me to live bet Colorado again at 1:30 a.m., I'm going to fucking kill you. And then Dylan, I'm going to be honest, I left that comment alone about you being all happy that you were on Stanford. When you know other people in the chat are going in live on that, you keep that to yourself.
I did. I
You
didn't
didn't,
send.
because I saw a screenshot when I woke up.
Yeah, I sent it after they won.
Okay. I just making sure it wasn't live.
It was live, but I didn't send it until after the game.
Okay. All right. Just
I
making
can't
sure.
believe you cocksuckers stayed up and watched that.
Yeah, like, because you were in, and here's another thing. If you're going to
I was
bet
asleep by
games,
like 8:30.
stay the fuck up. Because Bruce literally
I tried.
lost like 4 bets in a row and wasn't even awake to see him. And then he's like, oh my God, Colorado should have.
Wait. Question of the week. Bruce, do you have to deposit again this week?
No.
Account's looking okay after last weekend?
It's perfectly fine.
My DFS
Okay.
accounts are in the red.
UFC this weekend, so you already know motherfuckers gonna have to fucking.
Not touching.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get bets off because I'll be in Wisconsin. It's a 1 p.m. main card start, so we'll see if we're on the Iowa side of the river early in the morning.
All right. Who was the lead dog last week?
Nope, you're going first.
No.
I said, who was the lead dog last week?
This is how he's gonna justify going first. Instead of telling the people that he just doesn't submit his picks before time and just makes them up right here.
Dylan,
He
did I
was-
submit my
he was
picks
the
to you
first one
Monday?
to submit, yeah, like early Monday.
Okay, to be fair, he said
Shut
when
it up,
we got
sugar
here that he
tits.
did not do that.
For the
All right, well
underdog.
then,
Well, then we're doing it in order then.
then we're doing it in order. Bruce, give us your 5 picks, buddy.
Okay, sure.
And third.
Yeah. All right.
I would like you to say your record last week when you go.
I was 2-3 last week. Down week, first week under 500.
1 and 4, I thought.
Yep,
That was me.
I
that was Blake.
thought Bruce went 1 and 4 as well. I'll go back and look.
I might have.
Doesn't even know. They don't even know their own bets, people. Who are you gonna fucking stand with?
I got
Bruce
to
went,
tell.
Bruce went,
adjustments
Bruce went 1 and
after a
4
winning
last
week?
week because he had 19. He was 19 and 6, and now he's 20 and 10.
That's right, because the Eagles blew it. They did not cover.
Bruce went 1 and 4 last week.
Sorry, folks. 1 and 4. My bad.
Not
Worst week
good
I've
enough.
had all the year. If you'd stop jumping in while I'm trying to give out my picks, I was just about to say I need to be better. So take the dick out of your mouth and fucking relax.
Yeah, Nick.
My picks.
Cunt.
You too, you motherfucker. Shut up. My picks for this week. I'm taking the Packers -1.5 over the Broncos. The Bills -8.5. The Browns -2.5. The Rams -3. And my lock of the week, folks, we're keeping it in the NFC North. The Lions +3.
The Rams is -3.5.
I got it at 3.
Dude, ladies and gentlemen, don't bet anything on that card. That was one of the worst readouts and cards I've heard.
Sure.
In a while.
It was
Like
Sure
I
it
said,
was.
you said the same thing.
It was so bad that I also am going to join Bruce on a lot of my picks. Also in second place, first weekend under 500. So
Dylan, you smell
it's
that?
just
Smells like
a
shit.
rare.
Let's go.
Smells like shit in here, Dylan.
Yep, but still above anybody below me. But I have Jags +1. I have the Browns -2. I have the Rams -3. I have the Eagles -2, and then I'm locking up the Green Bay Packers at -1.
Nick, are you asking why we have the Browns at whatever it is against the Colts?
Yeah.
Maybe because the Browns are the #1 defense in the NFL.
Are the Browns at home?
Doesn't
They're the
matter.
#1 defense in the
I'm
NFL.
just asking. I'm asking questions. I wasn't sure.
No, they are
No.
not.
Okay.
It's in Indy.
Literally, that's all I needed to hear. And who's the quarterback of the Colts?
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Slinging Minshew. Top 10
Get off his
quarterback.
dick. He's 2-12 as a starter in his
Top
career.
10 quarterback in this league.
2-12 as a starter in his career.
You're 2-12.
2-12 as a starter.
I think I'm next.
Yeah,
Leapfrog.
now we're on third place. Yep, go ahead.
How many games back? I think we have the same amount of wins.
You are 2.5 games back of me.
You're 1 behind me.
Okay, so shut up.
A game and a
You had
half.
10-game lead.
A game and a half because he doesn't have the extra win. He's got a tie. And he's a half game ahead of Josh.
Hey, you know what they say?
He can't be
What do they say?
He can't.
What do they
He
say?
can't. He can't be a game and a half behind Blake, and then only
Bruce
a half
is
game
on
above
too
me.
much heroin.
You have the same amount of wins. He has 1 less loss because he's got a tie.
Yeah, so he's a half game above me and a half game back of Blake. That's how that works.
How many wins do you have, Blake?
No, I still have
18.
Do you have 18 or 19?
Yeah,
Yeah,
My
but if
bad.
he
I
had
thought you had
18,
19.
if Blake had 18,
I thought Blake had 19. That's on me.
I do.
Cool. I just want to be on the same.
No.
No, you don't. You have 18 wins.
Okay, so let's get back to what people actually like. What some people know what they're talking about. Packers -1. I think coming off the bye, they're going to be healthy.
Just said that was a horrible
Shit,
pick.
no,
Just said that.
Immediately goes to my lock.
I literally said Blake. That's a good pick.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you didn't.
I did.
He did.
He said Bruce's whole card was shit, and that is on there.
Bruce's
It was
whole
on.
card
It
is
was
good.
the first pick I named.
Bruce, you have the Packers.
Yeah, it was the first one.
Okay, your card's still shit. Packers -1.
So that means
Chargers
yours is shit.
+5.
-1.5 actually. You want to do that to me too?
+5.5. The Chiefs' offense is broken. These games are always close. They have been the last 2 years. I think the Chiefs win, but give me the Chargers to cover. Bucks -2.5. The Bucks are going to stop the run in this game. What does Atlanta like to do? Run. It becomes a battle of the quarterbacks. Baker, Ritter. Give me Baker at home in a bounce back spot. Raiders -3. I really don't need to say much more. Max Crosby, the Bears' offensive line. The Raiders probably win by 10 going away. Lock of the week, Miami, Philly over 52.5 on Sunday Night Football. Philly has no secondary left. They're bringing in guys off the street. They're trying to trade for Jalen Johnson. This is a Tyreek Hill over game. This is a Jalen Waddle over game. This is a fucking Braxton Berrios, a.k.a. Nick P. wannabe game. Yeah, Miami Philly over 52.5. Lock of the week.
Yeah, because Braxton Berrios wants to be a guy who couldn't even make his JV football team.
Well, no, Braxton Berrios wants to be me.
Yeah, a guy who didn't make the JV football team.
That's what comes in. I didn't
I
play
played
JV
soccer
football.
instead.
I
Damn
don't even
right.
remember even being on sophomore.
That's soccer, baby.
Respectfully.
Because he was a soccer player, Dylan. Didn't you know that?
I did.
Our general manager, football expert, was a soccer player.
That's why I surround myself with the talented people, and that's why
I
you
didn't know anything about soccer either. It's crazy.
Oh, I know more than soccer about you than you.
Here we go. All right.
Just get ready for the Turkey Bowl, big boy.
Carry on. Does somebody else have picks to give? Or
Jaren's cock isn't going to be there for him to stick it in your ass. You're covering me one-on-one all day long, and if you're not,
I'm just not. This is not how that's happened. Like that's just dumb positioning. If I cover you ever,
I'm tackling your ass.
You can't tackle.
No one said I couldn't.
I will dislocate your shoulder.
You won't do shit.
Trying to tackle me.
I will
dislocate your shoulder.
I will tackle you. You will be tackled.
I'm gonna hit you with the most violent stiff arm ever. The LT used to grab face mask. I'm throwing haymakers.
As Coach Prime said, they done made it personal.
Fuck.
All right, I'll give my picks now. Got a couple similar picks to the boys, Brucey and Blake. We'll start with those. I got the Browns -2. I also have the Packers -2. Really like both of these games. Then I switched it up a little bit. I said, what do I not like on the card for a couple picks? I said, what do I not like? I want to get a little uncomfortable. So we took Detroit and Baltimore over 41.5 points. Love the under in this game. It's too easy. Detroit's going to put up points. Baltimore's going to have to keep up. I like Detroit +3. I'll probably also put money on that this weekend, but I don't have it in my top 5 because I already have Detroit, Baltimore over 41.5. I also don't like the Eagles -2.5, but I'm taking it. And guess what, boys? I'm taking it as my lock. Right? Eagles bounce back game, that locker room. They took care of it themselves.
They don't have any secondary members. They literally don't.
Doesn't matter. Love the over in this game. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
The secondary doesn't matter against Tyreek Hill. And yeah. Forgot about that one too, huh, bud?
I think Jalen's coming back too.
Don't care. The Eagles are winning this game. Okay. The Eagles are winning this game.
Let me give you paint you a picture here. Mm-hmm. Because your lover Fields is very similar to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is going to have it might be high scoring. He's going to struggle at least in one interception. Uncle Vic is going to be cooking for the Miami defense. He's going to shut Hurts down. Print that.
Cool. I got Eagles -2.5, and then closing it out, Steelers +3.
Disgusting.
Those are my picks.
Disgusting.
You say that every week. You specifically say that every week.
Why would you pick the Steelers? Why?
Kenny don't travel, dog.
Kenny Pickett doesn't do anything.
Doesn't matter.
He's hoping.
Kenny Pickett sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Kenny Pickett straight up sucks. He's fucking.
And who are they?
You can't wear 2 fucking gloves. You can't.
And who are the Steelers?
Unless you're Teddy Bridgewater.
Unless you're Kurt Warner.
Steelers are playing the Rams. Oh my God, and Matthew Stafford is going to die against that Rams D-line.
No.
Matthew Stafford is going to die against the Rams D-line? Why is he getting hit by his own guys?
Practice is getting wild.
Why are the Bears
I said he's going to – I was talking about the Steelers D-line, and then I said –
You said Matthew Stafford is going to get killed by the Rams D-line. That was an exact quote.
That is a correct quote.
I'm pretty sure I said that line.
No, you said the Rams D-line. You specifically said the Rams D-line.
Anyways.
Then I misspoke, but clip it.
Carry on.
Anyways, Ryan's got his picks in today. Cardinals +8.
Going forward, he's got to be on the show to give his fucking picks out.
Chiefs minus 5.5. Lions plus
Gross.
3.
Love it.
Like it.
Raiders minus 3.
Love it.
And his lock of the week is Dolphins plus 2.
Love it.
It's a good bet.
Ryan's going 3.
That game's in Philly, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the link.
Philly's gonna win.
No,
Okay.
they're not. Holy shit! It's 6-0 now. What happened?
Underdog Fantasy Sports promo code Frosty. Riamuto hit a 2-run double and Marsh hit a double and scored 1. Promo code Frosty. No wins last week. Very close. We're gonna shorten it up. We're gonna get fucking nice and tight. Nice and tight. Max 2 slips. A slate. That's it. So an early slate, 1 or 2 slips. Late slate, 1 or 2 slips. Thursday night, 2 max slips. That's it. That's all we're doing. Promo code Frosty. There's DFS, which I got cleaned up on, that I'm not going to do. Promo code Frosty. Let's do it. We're going to build a slip for Thursday Night Football going forward here. I'm going to go first because I really like my pick. Blake Rupe over 6 kicking points. The Saints kicker, Derek Carr.
The Saints kicker who missed 2 field goals last week
Yes.
from inside 40 yards.
Yes.
Or 45 yards.
Yes.
That
and
guy?
still had 10 kicking points. And you know why, Bruce? Derek Carr is the worst red zone QB in the history of the NFL.
That's not a bad play.
This is easy. This might hit at halftime. Over 6 kicking points by the Saints kicker. Lock it up. And I was not the reason we lost the card last week. Thank you, Mr. Rice of Kansas City.
It was 6.
You didn't help.
Over
on the
6
Sunday
kicking
night
points,
pick,
Dylan.
though.
What?
You did not help on the Sunday night picks, though.
No, Sunday night was bad, and it was a bloodbath. Last night was not good either.
I hit my pick last week. Who didn't hit there on the original? Okay,
Blake's
so
actually got a 0.
And
you two can get vetoed this week. That's just all
Yep,
I want to bring
right.
up. So we're gonna go to me. We're gonna go to me next then because
Yeah, let's
Justin
get the
Tucker
solid
hit my
plays in.
Justin Tucker hit my shit in the first fucking quarter last week.
Yeah, he did it in the first quarter, yeah.
yeah, he did. That was
Motherfucker.
sick.
Cause I'm that boy. All right.
They kicked
Nick-
9 field goals in that game.
Nick's not gonna like this pick, but guess what? He can kiss my ass because he can't veto it. Give me Travis Etienne over 60.5 rushing yards.
I don't know.
T-Law's fucking banged up. They're gonna have to establish the run in this game. I think he's gonna go for 80. I think he's gonna go for exactly 86 yards this week and cash
The
over.
only thing that worries me is that if Trevor Lawrence doesn't play, they don't have I don't know who their backup quarterback is.
Lawrence.
So
Let me save you that.
everybody knows they're going to run the ball a lot. So the Saints are going to stack the box, and they have a good D-line.
Doesn't matter. He's going for 60.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
61. Actually,
it's
86 to be
close.
exact. And a touchdown.
How about 2 touchdowns for fantasy purposes?
No.
That's cool with me. I don't give a fuck as long as he hits that 86 or 61 or more. Don't care. But so far, I like this slip. I like Nick's pick. I like my pick. Let's see if we like the next 2 people's picks because might veto it. And I'm going to start with Brucey. And before he announced it, me and Nick both have to agree to veto for it to be vetoed. So if one of us says no and the other says yes, it does not get vetoed.
Correct.
I am taking the other running back in this game. We're going to go Alvin Kamara higher, 29.5 receiving yards.
Nope. Jamal Williams is back. They're going to split time. I hate it.
Why do you hate the
Jamal
receiving
Williams
yards,
doesn't catch passes.
Does he eat into his snaps?
Probably not as much as you think he will.
Let me look at something here. Bruce, you have over 29.5 receiving yards. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. That is the number.
What do I think about that?
He's hit it twice. He's missed it twice. Both times he's hit it, he's had at least 5 receptions, 7 and 13 to be exact. The times he's missed, he had 3 catches and 2 catches. Against New England and KC, he missed. Against Tampa and Houston, he hit.
If you want more,
Nick,
do you want more time to think about it? I have Ryan's pick.
Yeah, give me Ryan's pick. Wait, is this vetoable?
No, because
Yes.
the group made a pick last week.
Oh yeah, we did make the pick for him, so that he is clear. All right, what is Ryan's underdog pick?
Derek Carr higher than 1 or 0.5 interceptions.
He's only thrown 3 all season.
I don't hate that.
But nobody knows Derek Carr like Ryan does.
Nobody does know Derek Carr like Ryan does. He knows something here. I like that one. I'm still thinking on Blake. So let's go. Or I'm still thinking on Bruce. Let's go over to Blake, and then we'll think about the veto.
So I'm kind of with Bruce here too. I'm gonna make you think a little bit, but I think I love it because I got Rashid Shaheed over 38.5 reception and rushing. Guy gets open, like Nick says, and like it worked last weekend. He's a one-hit guy. He can literally score.
That could happen in one
40
play.
yards in one play.
And he's going to get carries out of the backfield.
That-
and get end around.
I like that one.
That's
Give me Blake's pick. Give me a veto on Bruce's pick. Fuck that guy.
Put him on the spot. That's too easy. Work for it, baby. Work for it. You got to work.
Because I rejected
next
your
week.
You got to
terrible
work
pick
for
when
your
you
money,
made it.
boy.
We'll see you next week, Brucey. That Kamara pick is out of here. Nick,
When it
what else
hits
do we like?
and one of you guys lose, I'm gonna teabag you.
Hey man, don't hate the be better at your picks, and you wouldn't be in this situation. That's all I gotta say.
Because the fucking slip was dead by the time my pick came up anyway.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I said, you know what? Should we just throw it on? Should we just throw it on and we get to harass him, Niloff?
No, now I don't want it on there. Fuck you guys.
No,
You
now
vetoed it.
we put it on there, Niloff.
No, you
We're
can't.
putting
You
it back
can't.
on.
You can't
We're
veto
putting
the
it back
veto.
on. We're
Hey,
putting it
Bruce.
back on. And
You
we're the
really
only
Dylan,
one that
Dylan,
doesn't
you
hit
gotta
this
back
week.
me up here. We can't allow this to happen.
Oh,
They
and
already
you know what,
vetoed the
Bruce? While
pick.
you were blabbing your mouth, it went up to 29.5 receiving
It
yards.
said 29.
That's what it
and a half.
was. You
That's what he
did
said.
so.
Okay.
And
Locked in.
and you know what? As I'm coming in and saying, you guys vetoed it. You guys make a pick.
All right, let's pull
Yep.
the phone out here.
And if it misses, you both can't pick next week.
That's not how the veto
Oh, I
system
like
works.
that.
It has
No,
to be
that
based
should
off
be.
of our pick.
Yeah,
No,
why make the
no.
fucking
Okay,
graphic?
how about if
No.
if the combined pick misses but my pick hits, you guys are fucked.
Yeah,
Let's just do
I
two
like
slips. Just do 2 slips.
I
No.
don't like anything Calvin Ridley. I don't like Evan Ingram. Nick, you seeing anything
Looking.
here? I don't really like anything on here, dude. I kind of want to bring Kamara back.
Kamara's back.
Nope.
Too bad. I just locked it into my.
I'm saying that
Dylan,
I'm
we
bringing.
can't allow this.
I'm saying that I'm bringing it back because
Hey, Bruce,
there's
guess
there's
what?
nothing that
We
I
can
like
do
that much
whatever
more
the
than
fuck
that.
we want.
Yeah, because we're right.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Dylan, we can't allow this.
Dylan, we're
Yes, we
allowing
can.
it. We can do whatever we want to, Bruce, because you're my kid.
Because now they're gonna claim it as their pick and not my pick when
No.
it
You're
hits.
right, because you didn't want it anymore, so it's being
So
Niloff's
technically,
pick.
You vetoed
yeah,
it.
technically you vetoed it, and then you added it back. So technically you didn't veto it. So it's Bruce's pick.
Yeah.
It is.
Correct.
So you get no credit if it hits. Bruce gets the
That's
credit.
fine, but he gets the credit if it loses,
And it doesn't count as
and he
having
might
my
have to
pick
get
vetoed.
vetoed for a second straight week.
Bruce, if you get this one wrong, you're
I swear
automatically
to God,
vetoed next week,
I'm
'cause that's 2
vetoing
losses in a
both of
row.
you. I'm voting to veto both of your picks when they lose next week.
They won't. They won't.
Oh
Bruce-
yeah, when Groupie misses fucking 4 field goals next week because he actually fucking sucks.
If you're, how about this?
Roberto Aguayo
If
2.0.
my pick doesn't hit and yours does, I'll buy you a Kamara jersey. But vice versa, I want a.
I don't want a Kamara jersey. No, I just want to
No,
veto your pick.
you seem like a Kamara guy.
No, I just want to veto your pick. That's all I want.
Yeah, but what if it's a good pick? You're not going to veto it. Then.
I didn't veto your pick last week, and this is what you try to do to me?
No, I just don't like the pick.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Jamal, I literally
Bruce,
said why.
technically your
personal.
decision not to veto his pick last week was good because it hit. You made the correct decision last week.
Just saying, I taking away my opportunity to fix my mistakes, and then he can't come up with anything better. That seems kind of.
I did.
Sus.
I came up with Kamara 29.5 receiving yards.
You fucking.
Hold
the
on. Nick, should we re-veto it and then take lower than 29.5 receiving yards?
No, I already made the slip. We're going over, and I want to see.
Oh, that would have been fucking hilarious.
I am gonna do a separate slip with it under, and if that hits, I'm gonna teabag you.
Then you can't make any more max 2.
Oh, good call, Dylan. I would be breaking my own new rule.
I can't.
See, Dylan's keeping me honest here. That's why he's so good.
Without even hesitating.
Yeah.
I really want to take his under.
We're gonna bounce back this week. I'll be there for the halftime show. I'm gonna go live every halftime of the Bears game.
I'll join you this week. I'll be at home on the couch. I'll be in on the intermission report. So if you're listening to this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning before the games, tune in because we will be giving our honest feedback about the shitty team that we watch. Back to Nick.
Yeah, for Bruce 1-4, Blake 1-4, Josh 2-3.
No, I went 1-4. I had a really bad week.
Oh my God! For the 1-4 crew and the soon-to-be lead dog, we'll catch you next week, everybody.
Wait, hold on. But before we take off, I don't want to rob the good people of some UFC 294 action.
What was that? Who did
was that? It was Dylan fucking snorting cocaine into his microphone.
Bruce, this is a phenomenal card, by the way. This is fun.
Yeah, no, that's why I wanted to talk about it real quick.
Is it the
UFC
best of the year? Like every card is to you?
The co-main events are definitely the two co-main. The two co-mains are probably the best co-mains of the year.
No, the main event maybe, but that's because it's also the one that was fight of the year last year. So, it's 294 Volk versus Makhachev 2. Volk stepping in on short notice because Charles Oliveira did not get cleared to fight medically. So Volk is stepping in. As of right now, he's a plus 210 dog, where Makhachev is a minus 260 favorite. There's just no juice in betting Makhachev. And personally, I think Volk won the first fight. I thought he got robbed. I think everybody but Islam thinks Volk got robbed. So there's that. So I will be hammering Volk to win this fight. The co-main, Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev, it's a better fight than what was originally scheduled with Paulo Costa fighting Khamzat Chimaev. That's just a bad matchup because Costa's a boxer and Chimaev's a wrestler. Usman is more of a wrestler, but Chimaev is just going to steamroll him. He's just that good. For the rest of it, the other three fights are all Dagestanis. Take them to win by finish. Two of them are fighting Brazilians that are not great, and they're in Abu Dhabi, so the time difference is always tough on Eastern time zone fighters or American Western time zone fighters. It's always tough to fight over there, especially that early in the day. So take the Dagestanis, Ankalev, Eleskarov, and Nurmagomedov. It's going to be a good fight. It's-
What you trying to do to me?